Steps to reduce your anxiety about your upcoming criminal court hearing. If you have a hearing coming up and you're worried about it, there's some simple steps you can do to make it easier on you getting up to the hearing. So stay tuned. I'm going to cover that next. My name is Attorney Lance Fryrear. I'm a criminal defense attorney in Linwood, Washington. My law firm's been defending people charged with crimes for more than 20 years. And we've been putting out these videos to help educate the public. So if you find this useful, please like and please subscribe. More people will get the help they need. So why do I still do this job after 20 years? Well, it's to generally not only help people, but make it so they can feel better throughout the criminal process. Because most outcomes in criminal cases are going to be good outcomes. And most attorneys can get good outcomes, but how a criminal defendant feels throughout the process is usually pretty bad. Okay, they punish themselves worse than the system ever could, with anxiety and stress for months and months. And so if that is how you feel, or that's how someone you love feels who's going through the criminal system, they may be anxious about an upcoming criminal court date. And so I'm just going over a few steps and tips to try to reduce that anxiety. So I think sort of the biggest worry about court oftentimes is what I call FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Missing a court date, especially because of Zoom and virtual court. I mean, not a lot of us have lived our life on Zoom prior to the pandemic. So I think one of the first things you can do is be really certain about when your court date is. You know, check with your attorney, check with the court if you need to, be certain about where it is, what time it is, what date it is, and also be certain, is it in person or on Zoom? Because that changes all the time. I'm filming this late February 2022, and changes are coming in March, right? So even us attorneys have a little FOMO about what happens if we miss our court date, because if a defendant misses a court date, they get a warrant for their arrest, and that is no good. So the first thing is be sure, okay? And then you can be a little more relaxed. The second thing is, if it's by Zoom or WebEx or whatever, make sure that you know how to use that platform. We have a video about how to do a Zoom court hearing. We'll put it right here. But you know, if you haven't used it before, practice with someone you know. Practice with your attorney. Practice turning your camera off and on, hitting mute or unmute, those type of things. Because if you have anxiety about just even how to get to court or how it works, yet alone the criminal case itself, you're really going to suffer, and you're not going to be sleeping at all at night. Another way to reduce anxiety is to do your best to know what to expect. Okay, if you have a private attorney, you can simply ask them what to expect. But be explicit. Us attorneys, including my firm, sometimes we make assumptions. We've done it so much that you already know what to expect in court, and we're doing a much better job of explaining that. Like at a pretrial hearing, dear client, you're not going to have to say much. You're going to have to, we'll be on the record for a minute, and you're just going to have to say yes or no to simple questions like your name, or do you understand the court date, stuff like that. So, ask your attorney what to expect. And there are no dumb questions, because again, it's our job to try to put your mind at ease. If you don't have an attorney, or the public defender won't call you back because they're busy, you can always go to a court hearing, either virtual or in person. Ask the court, call them up. Hey, I've got a hearing on the 17th. It's a pretrial. Can you tell me when some other pretrials are so I can just come watch? Court hearings are open to the public. So, the unknown is what causes so much stress for us. So try to make the unknown known if your attorney is not able to talk to you about what to expect. So that's another a good way to reduce anxiety. I think another way is just to think about, you're not the only one in this situation, and everything feels so personal in the criminal system, right? Everyone's going to be looking at me. I'm not going to know what to say, that type of stuff. Well, natural feelings, but they're not, probably in line with reality. On a criminal calendar, there might be 20 cases, 30 cases, 50 cases, and so everybody's worried about themselves. They're typically not paying so much attention to everybody else, and it's not like anyone there isn't in the same situation as you are, right? So we can all identify with each other that we're going through the same type of stuff. I think another way to reduce anxiety in these cases is to be prepared with what you need to come with, right? If you've done treatment, make sure that either you or your attorney has proof of that, right? That'll make you feel better, knowing that you've got proof of what you might need. Come with, your calendar. Know when you'd be available for new court dates or not, right? Those type of things. And, also come with some confidence. Confidence that you've gotten through all these other things in your life. You've made it this far and you're going to make it through this. Criminal court is not fun. It's not something you want to go through, but thousands and thousands of people have gotten through it. They've come out just fine on the other side, and they're totally okay today. So it's something you can do. So I hope you found this useful. If so, please give it a like and subscribe. More people will get that help that they need. And if you're in a criminal situation and need some help, feel free to give my office a call. Again, my name's Lance Fryrear. I'm a defense attorney in Linwood, Washington. I've been defending crimes for more than 20 years. We'll listen to what happened. We'll identify a way forward, and we will be there for you. Thank you.